seen real. I ain't seen real problems since tripping off grades. I just be making up different reasons for my nieces. From my day I pick enough to keep it up, but ain't no thing straight. Cause ain't no reason for this money to stay. Like what you want, what you want. I got Jesus giving money, what you want. I've been sitting and pitching this for a reason to cry. So I'ma say I love you, but keep a look on my eye. Cause I can never really want you unless it's money or pride. So when I say I really love you, boy, just know it's a lie. Like I ain't mean it, I ain't mean it. I just need another reason for a sick one. Another bag, another season, another description.
It's a stadium known for its design, its noise, and a fan base so passionate. Brock, you know this firsthand. They've retired a jersey number.
I came in nothing but them raps, the clothes on my back, them L-dogs, nothing but them blacks, the A, with a black man is debonair. I'm talking about a black man's heaven here. Shorty, we going where the destination is manifested. We learn how to collect reparations and invest it. I went from dressing the coldest to catching the COVID, to blessed with success to promote it to just yeah, buddy, you ready or not? Don't really care if you was or you wasn't LeBron. From now on, I'm calling the shots. I don't really care about your hating little daddy LeBron. Your mammy's a petty. Anytime I get beside myself, I remind myself from think I gotta go through. I don't like therapists, I don't like most. You love me, my go-to. Love a thing blind on top like Goku. Just left Noble, back in my dojo. Channel like Aura, got the whole Roku. Been big dog for the tell the road told you. Wait, don't even know you. Step right, I'm a long trip. Blink of my VIP. Snack of my. Won't break, won't miss. Rich tickets, check out. We talking start like ball hype. Pretty face guy like, bruh, how do I exist? In the gym every day, I'm gonna miss. So my daddy like, boy, don't blow my shit. I got it. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated.
It's known as one of the loudest stadiums in sports for a reason. And it'll only get louder as the collective 12th man starts cheering for their Seahawks. Welcome to Lumen Field in Seattle. Ready to get this game started? Here's Eddie Pinheiro. And we're underway from Seattle. Starting at the 10. Good looking return here, and he's got room. He's popped at the end of that one. Painful end to a real solid return there.
I'll tell you what, this quarterback, you sure appreciate a run back like that to begin a ball game. It makes your life a lot easier, and they're going to be set up with really good field position to get things going.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Ready.
Look at this. The wideout gets it to start this drive. And it's a really nice gain on the reverse. That call came at the perfect time. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
19 Tiger. Unlock right.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And they had that one contained right at the line. Leo Chanel able to bring him down.
Smash.
This is Walker on second. He's contained at the line for no gain. Leo Chanel able to bring him down. Stuffed at the line a second time, and now it'll be 3rd and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
He's on the move. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Here's Willis to the air. He finds him beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They'll come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
Street. Viking 18. Chap 60. Mustang 19. Ready.
Third and long for him here. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. So that brings up 4th and long. Jason Myers now going to try to knock this through for the Seahawks. It's a 36-yard look from the left hash.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. They're out and set. 1st and 10. On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for a Carolina first. Here's Hubbard on the give. Across midfield to the 45. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Hubbard again. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the 31. This is on target to Xavier Gibson. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Hubbard goes the wrong way and is going to lose several here. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Trying it again with Hubbard. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. Working quickly here. They'll try with Hubbard. And there was no place to go. He blew that run up at the line. 3 straight runs, stop short of the end zone. And now what do they do on 4th and goal?
Well, this defense simply outplayed the offense here on these first 3 downs. And now they put this offense in the unenviable position of deciding what to do on 4th and goal.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. He gets a look up the middle. And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Panthers pull ahead 6-3 in the first. Point after from Pinheiro is up and good. And the Panthers one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
7 Pirates, 7. Here we go, here we go. Huh.
Willis. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. Neither side separating much so far. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. About set for the 2nd quarter. Seahawks football here. They have 2nd and pretty long here. That one's complete, right side. It's a massive 35-yard pickup, 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here's 2nd and 7. Flushed out of the pocket. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. J.C. Horn to pick it off. And the Panthers will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. Oh, man, I'm having to hold my partner back after this one. Captain Fundamental not happy that he didn't take the time to stop and get set before delivering that football. Gotta think that in part led to the turnover.
Yeah, Captain Fundamental because I couldn't run. Kind of like Tom Brady, right? But he's the essence of it. He's the GOAT. Why? Because he sets his feet. He's so fundamentally sound. The chance of interception so much higher when your fundamentals are no good.
It's okay, partner. It's gonna be okay. This drive will begin with Hubbard. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
2nd and 10 now. Nearly intercepted. Ooh, he almost had it. Couldn't bring it in. Incomplete. That brings up 3rd down.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
On 3rd down, it's Young. Coverman is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. That one intended for Mark Andrews. And that brings up 4th and long. They're going for it. Young. He fires one deep down the middle. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
Willis looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Offense in the hurry up here. Here he is on 3rd and long. Completed over the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that will set up 1st and goal. Here's Walker running right. Reaches the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks take a second quarter lead. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there, not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense, and that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And he'll push forward for a small gain to the 31. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. They give it to him again. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Julian Love bringing that one to an end. So now here's 3rd and 5. Play action now, Young. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. It's a gain of 22. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down. Running this one left. And he's got 4 on the run. And that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Another carry for him. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Panthers moving quickly, trying to get set at the line. Young to throw here on 3rd. Dump off caught by his back. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's Young to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
That's a cut for the 1st. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Carolina 1st. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Offense set for a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its 2nd. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Young working from the gun. Forced out to his right. He's going to end up out of bounds well short of that line, so the defense credited with a sack.
You know, in that situation, as hard as it is and everything flying around you, you just got to get rid of the ball. You got to know where you are, not just wide receivers, but always got to know the boundary. Running backs and quarterbacks do. Looked like we saw a little bit of panic, hence going out for the sack.
Shotgun snap now to Young. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
Maher connects there. And it'll knock this game up late in the 2nd quarter.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. One last play before the break. He'll throw it. He lobs it deep middle. Challenges double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our 1st half. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that 1st half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the 2nd half has in store for us. Well, we're set up for an incredible 2nd half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Let's go now.
Sending the tight end in motion left. From the 34. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their 1st. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Out of the gun, Young. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, Brock, it was an absolute battle in the 1st half as they played to a tie heading into the locker rooms. And already we have the first big play of half number 2 with that INT.
Yeah, not just the first big play, but maybe the first separating play here, Kate. There's always a moment in the second half, especially when one of these teams makes the play, right? That one that we're going to circle and look back to as the defining play of the half. We may just have witnessed it right there. Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Warrior 70. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Go.
2nd and 3. Escapes the pocket. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first.
Here we go. Set.
Hand off to Walker from the gun. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
And he's brought down for a loss. To the air, 3rd and long. The throw is caught. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
No gain for them, and now it'll be 2nd and goal. QB sneak coming, and he's in for the touchdown. The Seahawks grab the lead on their first series of the half. They broke out the design run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, KQB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Now a give left side. And he gets him around 6 there. Julian Love bringing that one to an end. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. Young on the play action. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. Xavier again the target on that throw. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. They go play action here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense up to the line fast. Looking to throw. That one's cut along the left sideline. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down. Here's the handoff. And this goes across midfield and into Seahawks territory. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. Back-to-back carries here. And this defense continuing to erase the ground game. This one stopped at the line. Dialing up a pass here on 3rd down. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Back to the well again. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Now it's Young. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. The 50. 30. He's at the 10. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie. And they start running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
19, Sergeant. Back 60.
Young back to it after the pick. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
A 2nd down throw for Young. He's loaded another one up. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He was looking for Mark Andrews. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Young looking to throw. He's trying another one deep. Big gain downfield. How about a big hitter? 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs. Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play.
60 even. 60. Trap 60. Trap 60. Left 19.
Sticking to the air, it's Young. That's taken in by Wangu. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper. Shredding the slopes. Or douche.
And he will take this across. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers now within 1 score in the 4th. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. So now here come the Panthers. Big moments as they go for 2. He's throwing for it. And the pass is successful. That's a little momentum builder as they attack this deficit. Well, Brock, the run's certainly an option as they lined up for 2, but as an offense, what are you looking for when you decide to throw it instead?
Well, you've spent all week working on these plays, and usually you have 2 or 3 that you like. That run game, you're right, you could run it. But there's so much more space with creativity in the passing game. Good offenses, elite offenses, they find a way not just to practice it, but to execute it when it matters.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Finds a man, right side. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Finds him on the crossing route. And he works this to the 38 before going down. They get 22 on that one. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down. Toss play. This is Walker. And he runs this one down across the 35 and inside the 30. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Walker now from the gun. And he's going nowhere there. Add that to what's been a tough afternoon for him. Working quickly here. Looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. He's got the 1st down grab and still going. All the way. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks make it a 2-possession game here in the 4th. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. The Seahawks offense, look at this. They aren't leaving the field. Lining up and going for 2. Looking for some, and he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. From the 36. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Panthers need to score quickly. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Young throwing here. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Marquise Bell making the play. And the Panthers have some new life in the 4th. Inside the red zone, they could feel how tight they were to the goal line. And then bam, Brock, they're off the field after a clutch interception.
I tell you what, football's the ultimate team game, but this is a situation where an individual picks up all 10 of his guys out there on the field. Somebody else is going to pick up the tab at dinner tonight for him. To the air on 1st down. Young.
And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Rick Woolen with the INT. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. Defense getting in on the fun, Brock, with that fourth quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick six.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense. And when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Getting right back to it after that interception. Trying to push it deep downfield. That's grabbed inside the 30. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset. Young on 1st and 10. Caught near the goal line. Yes, the Carolina touchdown. We've seen him do a lot more to reach the end zone on a catch, Brock. That one was kind of fed right to him.
Yeah, they say the running backs have a nose for the end zone. You know who else does? Every skill guy out there,
Yeah,
because they want to put a touchdown on the board.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. And the kick is good. And the Panthers shave some of the lead. It's down now to 12. So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. And it looks like the Seahawks are able to recover that kick. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Running left, here's Walker. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
This is Walker on 2nd. They made it to single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4. Now the Panthers decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Willis to throw it. On the move, headed right. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. To the corner of the end zone, but incomplete. Oh, he made the catch, but didn't get down in bounds.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He's taken down. The Panthers rush gets home. Timeout taken by the offense. Their 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. An extra corner into the game for the Panthers. 3rd down. Back now, pressure on its way. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they're staring at 4th and long. They can let the clock run out here, but let's see if they resist the temptation to add on 3 more instead. Myers' kick is good. And go ahead and make this a 15-point game now.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only 1 remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it, And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Got it. Ready?
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hawk 70. 60 back, yeah. 60 back, yeah.
Young working from the gun. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
On 2nd and 10, Young. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
Throwing now. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Reek Woolen with the INT. The team total is now up to 5, Brock. 5 times they've picked this offense off.
Say it a third time for me, Kate, would you? Twist the knife for all the fans of this offense watching at home.
5 interceptions in one game. You just got to marvel at how well they played in coverage from start to finish.
Yeah, this...
He's got it inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks making a 3-score game in the 4th. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks grow the lead now to 22 points. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. All right, this is going to be the final play of the game.
Let's go now.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he found some running room for a nice gain. So several thousand 12th men and women cheering as the Seahawks win at home. And they're one of the fortunate teams to begin the season with a 1-0 record. So far, so good to begin this new campaign. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks winners as we say so long from Seattle.
Do what I should like. Point, baby. Do what I could like. Point, baby. Do what I should like. Point, baby. Do what I could like.